Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the EGL Summoner Shield number 15 semi-final match between Team Synchronized and 420 Ham Squad. My name is The Pash, casting with me here today is my good friend and co-caster, Tim P. Crow, and we are already in Shem Select.
Indeed. Hey guys! So we have Leona and Nessus right off the bat on the bandwagon. We have seen what Leona did the last game when it was in the hands of the 420 and it was brutal.
Yeah. That it was, but I'm going to see if they can keep up that performance in their next match. So Team Synchronized obviously also a very strong team from what I've seen so far. Actually, I haven't been able to keep up with the tournament due to other obligations that I had to take care of, but now we are in the semifinals. First bands are coming in. It's going to be Leona, Nasus, Evelyn, Cassidy. Nothing too surprising right here. Apart from that,
Now Leona being
maybe.
a targeted... Ooh, Leona is a targeted ban. Oriana, they didn't play Oriana. But she's a strong champion. We already seen what Oriana did. Even though she was on the losing team, we already seen what Oriana did and what she can do with her balls and damage and shockwave and Cassidy being Cassidy. And of course, LeBlanc gets banned. Also a targeted ban, although the 420 HS banned her and they were using her the last game. So they just don't want Sync to have her.
Well, considering what worst Ari was able to pull off on LeBlanc, maybe the worst Ari, but certainly not the worst LeBlanc in that last game. So they do not want to give that over to Team Synchronized. They could have maybe tried to pick it up, hoping that the Synchronized would not go for the LeBlanc. But it was quite likely, seeing as they didn't ban her. So, not going to give that LeBlanc over to the enemy team, but we do see Sona hovered over here as a first pick for Team Synchronized.
Indeed. That is a very good support, a really nice AoE crescendo called AoE ultimate called Crescendo that stuns you, makes you dance for 2 seconds. So it's really good. She has heal, a lovely poke, and we are hovering over Misfortune and a pirate, Gangplank, on the 420 HS team.
Ooh, that's a pirate and its hunter as well. Both Misfortune and Gangplank being over here indeed, and it's going to be quite interesting to see a Gangplank. First and foremost, where will he go? I mean, he's most likely going to be top lane, since that is where we usually see Gangplank. Excuse me.
Or jungle.
That might be that might be an option too, but they do have switched to Jinx and Taric, so now hovering over that, I think we will see those picks go through.
Jinx got instantly locked in after they switched to her from Misfortune. So she has, well, if she gets excited, she has nice movement speed because of nice mobility because of the movement speed. She has a very interesting, unique ability kit because of the Sharkbone and Pow Pow, so she can switch between those two. She has a slow, her Flame Chomper, so she's a really, really good champion as well with that Taric that has a stun and can heal her. I think she will be able to do her damage and do her thing in the lane because of him and him healing her and providing a good protection as they're hovering over Teemo the Deadly, because this will not be Teemo the Deadly. You disappoint me, sir.
Nah. I eagerly await the day where a Teemo actually gets picked, but until then, I guess we have to do without him.
Indeed, and when I saw that it was a jungler picking Teemo, and it would have been Teemo the Deadly, because there's only one Teemo the Deadly, and that's a jungler Teemo, and he is a wonderful thing to observe in-game. But we do have Udyr and Vayne being hovered over, which is a really good synergy. Udyr having that stun and a bit of natural tankiness will be able to protect Vayne as well as work well with Ahri. Misfortune being hovered over and Gangplank again.
Yep. They are still
They're pirating
looking to
us.
go for it. That's going to be interesting to see if they do decide to pick both of them up. We do see Teemo hovered over once more. No, we were not going to fall for that. That Teemo is not going to get picked. I do secretly hope that they do pick Teemo just to prove us wrong. I do want to see a Teemo picked. Really, I do.
So do I, because I have a Teemo head, so I will probably be wearing it if they choose Teemo, and I'll also squeal like a little fangirl that I am, so...
Hey, Team Synchronized, 420 Ham Squad, what more do you want? Tempe in a Teemo hat, squealing like a fangirl. Where's the Teemo pick?
Indeed, guys, make this happen! I will lose my voice completely, however, but it will be worth it.
Well, now they're hovering over Heimerdinger. What did get picked up for them is Vi and Shyvana.
Yes, Ted picked up Vi, and Sneaky picked up Shyvana, and Shyvana top lane has been quite a brutal champion to play on top this in this preseason because of the abilities, her natural abilities, but as well as the items that have changed a bit and masteries. So I can't wait to see this matchup. As again, Bobo. We have Misfortune, Abe and Ost on Misfortune and Planky, but Abe switched to Malphite and Ost to Morgana. I haven't seen Morgana in a while now. What about you?
Let's just say that I should never ever play Morgana ever again.
Ooh?
That is
How bad was it?
0, 12, and 4 bad.
Oh, that's really bad. Okay.
Yeah. So that's the last time I saw Morgana. Moving on.
Okay. And Shaco being hovered over by Verst Ari. Shaco mid. How do you think will that work?
Shaco mid, wow. You know, I would really like to see that, but with those people hovering over everything before actually locking in, can't be too sure if that is indeed a Shaco getting picked up. But other than that, AP Shaco mid would be interesting to see, but no. They switch over to the Gragas, that makes more sense. Probably gonna go up against that Morgana. You want to have some ability to get away from those dark bindings. They do move pretty
Karthus.
slowly.
They switched to Karthus?
That could also be an interesting pick. Ari, well, don't pick Ari, worst Ari. Only pick Ari.
Don't do it! It's gonna be Ari.
It's gonna be Ari. Worst Ari playing Ari. What a game. Gonna see if it's if he's gonna stay true to his name or not. Hopefully for him, he
I'm
won't.
guessing that he's not.
Yeah.
He's going to disgrace his name and not be the worst Ari.
Yeah, the thing is, if he does not have the best game right now, that opens up such strong, in-your-face opportunity for Team Synchronized. If the Ari fail, they can just say, right, you're indeed the worst Ari, hockey, hockey, ha. And, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You made a point. However, I do like synergy of the Sync because they have Malphite with his unstoppable force, they have Morgana with Soul Shackles and Tormented Soil, as well as Black Shield here, which is also a natural tank next to Malphite, so he has his stuns and Phoenix stance. Then they have Crescendo, and it will all be around protecting Vayne and Morgana. If Morgana can win early game her lane, she will be an AP monster. If she doesn't win her lane in the early game part, she will be more of a utility mage. So she will be there to bind someone, to drop its magic resistance with that Tormented Soil, to stun them with Soul Shackle. She may pick up a few kills, but she won't be an AP monster that she is known to be. While on the red team, or also known as 420HS, we have Vi that can easily jump in on the Vayne with that Assault and Battery. We have Shyvana with her Dragon Descent, Ari with that high mobility with Spirit Rush and Charm, Taric that will be able to protect Jinx, and then Jinx. And she will Jinx someone or something in this game. She'll zap, she'll use that Mega Death Rocket and just get excited and be just a ball of excitement that will run and pick up kills. If she's left attended or left to free farm and shoot nicely. Play safely.
Well, you never want to do that with any AD carry ever.
Yeah.
Especially with Jinx, it's going to be a problem. As we have said, course, with her entire repertoire of skills, can do very, very high damage. We of course do remember the zap when she first came out. Damage has been tweaked since then, but the zap, I don't know, man. That was just a lot of damage going down from that. Anyway, these are their team compositions. Let's go through them real quick. For Team Synchronized, it is going to be Bobo Densei Abe in the top lane, playing Malphite. In the jungle, it's going to be Bobo Densei Mod playing Udyr. Mid lane, Bobo Densei Ast playing Morgana. And in the bottom lane, it's going to be Panda Owner and Vintech on Sona and Vayne.
On 420 HS, we have Vegnagun on Taric with Pirate Fighter EU West on Jinx. In the jungle, we'll have Ted Magnum on Vi, Sneaky on top as Shyvana or Evil Dragon Lady, and Worst Ahri on Ahri in the middle.
Yes. So as we enter the last 30 seconds of our spectator delay, what do you think of these team compositions? We have talked about them a little bit already, but mostly focusing on level 1, what will we have to expect here in this game?
Lots of damage coming from Shyvana on that top. Bottom will probably start poking at each other more and getting into those skirmishes and duels when they hit level 2 and 3. Ahri Morgana, a tough call. I've played as an Ahri versus a Morgana and as a Morgana versus Ahri. That's never a pretty matchup. It all comes down to how you move, how you position yourselves. With Morgana trying to have that opening to use Dark Binding to close in Ahri. And again, Ahri with her charm can use it, but needs to force the black shield from Morgana earlier to make it land and do its desired effect. So it's somewhat of a neutral ground. They're balanced out for the moment, and it will come down, in my opinion, to the junglers and how well they can gank early game to give the advantage to a certain lane. Popstar Ahri.
Yay. Great skin.
Yay.
Also Arcade Sona, also great skin. Great skins all across the board, ladies and gentlemen.
And Exiled Morgana as well. That's a really, really pretty skin. Shame it's a very rare skin. You don't see it often.
Yeah, that's true. I've actually not seen her in a very, very long while, Exiled Morgana. It's not limited, is it?
No, it's in the shop. You can buy it. I actually bought it for my friend for Halloween because he said that was his favorite Morgana skin and that it's also one of the rares, so I got it for him. And it's a really, really lovely skin. Do like it.
Yes, indeed. It indeed is. So as we wait for Popstar Ahri to reach 100%, let me just quickly remind everyone, this is, ladies and gentlemen, the EGL Summoner Shield number 15 semi-final matchup between Team Synchronized on the blue side and 420 Ham Squad on the red side. There we go, everything flashing in. Such cool graphics, man, such cool graphics.
Indeed, those items, those level 1 items being picked up. So exciting.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna see if they go.
Oh,
for
they are
invade.
starting.
They're moving in.
Well, we could.
Yes, please.
Morgana. Morgana does. It didn't pick up anything, but I'm guessing if they're going for an invade or trying to protect themselves from an invade, that she would take Dark Binding and just try to hold someone off while Udyr is also haven't chosen a skill. So they are waiting for the last
420 Ham
moment.
Squad is assembled as 5, waiting around that corner. They get hit by a Dark Binding, so Team Synchronized knows what's going on. And this will be the end of it, at least for now. Or is it? Another Dark Binding lands onto Vecna Guno. Followed up by a bit of harass from
Bear
Hellfight.
stand.
Yeah, that's true.
So they were ready for the invade, or they were also ready to invade, but nothing will happen, and the bottom lane will go help Udyr pick up his red buff, while the same thing will happen on the 420 HS and their blue buff.
Yes, indeed. So no invades coming out. There have been a few attempts, but Morgana landing that dark binding, taking away every opportunity for a potential invade. Nicely done, Morgana. You're doing your job well. So
Indeed,
junglers.
those light binds, those dark binds can help your team, especially if it's done a clutch. If it's done like a proper clutch, and it turns the tide of the whole team fight. So, yeah, it's gonna be brilliant to see the team fights in this matchup.
Yeah, hopefully. Still got a way to go, though, until we get to see actual team fights. But once we do, hopefully be great. So everyone moves to lane. Both junglers starting with their respective buffs. It's going to be the blue buff for Vi and the red buff for Udyr. No real surprises here. We'll pick up their second camps and then run over to their buff camp, get level 3, standard starts all across the board. No early aggression coming out of any of those teams. So, you see the Dazzle land in the top and the bottom lane onto Vintek. Taking a little bit of damage, but nothing too bad.
So already 4 CS difference in that bottom lane. They are really denying Vayne that CS and letting Jinx get that gold and experience up, get that level 2 faster than Vayne.
Oh, Panda on in a lot of trouble as the Dazzle lands. He has to flash away. The exhaust was also used onto him, but they are not able to pick up the kill.
No, but they did force a flash. Next time that they will fight, and it will be soon, Sona will not have that flash available, will be in a much more dangerous situation than she was.
You're to see the insane burst potential coming out in that bottom lane out of Jinx and Tarek. Once that Dazzle lands, you're in for a world of pain, and Panda Ona had to find that out the hard way. Let's see if he will be more careful. We do see Ted Magnum hanging around the middle lane brush right there, potentially going for a gank right here. Vault Breaker is charged up, Duck Binding comes out, but nothing's going to happen from that because Vault breaks over the wall.
Yep, just showing that he's around, that Morgana should not get comfortable on Ahri's side of the middle lane.
Yep. As a general rule of thumb, though, you should never do that. Unless you have, like, vision of everyone.
Indeed.
But generally, stay on your side, unless you're pushing or anything. Especially early on in the laning phase. Those junglers, man.
Or if you're baiting a gang because your jungler is on standby somewhere near, and you want that opposing jungler to come into your lane for the bait, so you have a 2v2.
Yeah. Mind games, ladies and
So you
gentlemen.
can then steal a buff or go dragon.
You need to get those mind games going.
It's all about the mind games.
It is. It's League of Legends at its best.
That and map control and objective control.
Well, yeah, but you do that. You achieve that by doing mind games.
Indeed. So, it's all about mind games.
Mod clearing out a ward in the
Think
try
we're-
brush. What's he doing right there? That's showing up a little bit on the bottom lane. Ted Magnum also making his way down there right now. Looking to release some pressure from his laners. You do not know he's there. If you look at the vision. And here comes Udyr for a gang, but Tat Magnum is waiting in that brush. This might turn into something huge. Blade Chompers come out, and here's Tat Magnum charging a Vault Breaker directly onto Vintek. He's taking a lot of damage, but so is Bruno. They're still going onto him, though. Will he be able to pick him up? He has to flash away, but there's no flash follow-up coming out of 420 Ham Squad right here. They will not be able to pick up a kill, or will they? Panda Ona going very low as well. Tat Magnum actually under the turret, now getting aggressed upon by Bola and Tayamat. He's in a very, very dangerous position. Vintek tumbling after him. He has to flash away to get away. But here comes Panda Ona in a fight with Pirate Fighter EOW. One more zap and he will go down. He runs into the turret. No kills from that, but... Yeah, ooh, was he? No, I missed that. Excuse me. He was condemned into the turret, but not quite enough to pick up the kill.
No,
Wow, what an engagement
no.
on the bottom lane. Low health bars all across, but no deaths.
Nope. It is 200 gold difference in favor of 420 HS, 300, but it's 6 minutes into the game. The game is so close. We've seen the potential.
Oh, we
burst
do
come
see
down
the
as-
Spirit Rush burn in the middle lane. The Charm does land, but he's now standing on Tormented Soul. The Ignite is down from Ost. Who will get the first blood here? Flash away from RA. Will he be able to pick up the kill with the Foxfire? No, so close. Ost will get away. Ari will get away. These fights, man, they are so close.
If he managed to have gotten that Dark Bind off on Ari, Ari would have been dead.
Yeah, probably. Ted Magnum now moving in. There's the spell shield. He is stunned under the turret, taking a lot of damage. Will this be the first blood? No! Ted Magnum gets away with a sliver of health. What is it with this game, man? Wow.
This time it was lack of mana that saved Vi from that Dark Bind that would have killed her. I think I have repeated myself. I have a sense of deja vu.
Well, yeah, Dark Binding did land under the turret, so I guess that was on cooldown.
Yeah, it returned as Vi was running away through that middle brush and into her jungle, but Morgana didn't have enough mana to cast it.
One way or another, Ted Magnum did get away alive. And there have been such close engagements in this game. 7 minutes and 30 seconds in. No first blood yet, but both teams have been very, very close to picking that up.
Very, very, very close. As Jinx, Vayne, and Sona to their turrets, they're now just backing off as Sneaky is dealing tons of damage, even now with only Doran's Blade to Abby on top on Malphite.
Yep. Some items coming out for everyone. But still 8 minutes into the game, gold is bang even. No kills yet. No real CS leads either. Morgana has a 10 CS lead in the middle lane, but that is made up for by Jinx's CS lead on the bottom lane, so things are very even in this game.
Yep, 13 CS lead on that bottom, 10 CS lead on the top, 9 CS lead in that middle in favor of Morgana. So they are really close. No significant lead yet. It is a lead to some of the lanes, but not a huge one to make such an impactful difference.
Yep. And no team really grouping up for anything, no team really trying to do anything. We have seen some ganks happen, especially that big one on the bottom lane where both junglers were there, but no kills coming out from that either. And currently it does look like both teams want to play it safe, want to play the farm game, but in the end, Team Synchronized is going to win that farm game because they have a Vayne in their team.
Indeed.
Nice play right there, immediately tumbling into the brush as he gets caught by the Dazzle. That's going to prevent Pirate Fighter from dealing damage onto him, but here we might have a situation that Ted Magnum is coming into that bottom lane, waiting in the brush.
He is level 6, he has that Assault and Battery and Vault Breaker, so he will be able to jump on Vayne and deal the damage and keep her there for Dazzle to land and Jinx to just use Pow Pow.
Was just caught out though because there is vision in that brush. So they now know that the buy is there. Gonna play it carefully. They also know that she's level 6. Sneaking the top lane, keeping Abe under his turret, doing its best to shut him down as much as possible. Has a slight CS lead. And it is 10 in the middle lane. The Dark Binding lands onto Worst Ari. This might be the first blood that we have been waiting for. It goes over to Team Synchronized. Nice blinding. Caught Worst Ari under his own turret.
Morgana played it really nicely. She knew when to use the Dark Bind. She used it right on the edge of the turret range, so she moved right off to the side of the raid camp, used her Ignite, and waited for the Dark Bind to Soul Shackles to stun Ari and finish her off with an auto attack. Really, really nicely done and played.
Yep. That is first blood over to Team Synchronized. It'll be a first advantage that they pick up in this game. 10 minutes in. Very late first blood. And here Morgana comes into the top lane from the middle lane. Trying to get a gank onto Sneaky, but the Dark Binding not quite lands. They will be able to walk away from that.
Indeed, Morgana is sitting on 1,300 gold, so when she goes back she will be able to buy Blasting One, or if she saves up a bit more money, Rod of Ages immediately as Dazzle lands on Panda.
Yep, Mod coming into the bottom lane, looking for a gank. Not getting anything off though. And the top lane Abe is going very, very low, and there are multiple pings from Team Synchronized coming out onto that Vi. She is deep inside the enemy jungle. That's caught by Dark Binding. Here's Ventek. He will probably be able to pick up the kill here. Mispositioned. Ted Magnum will go down. Kill goes over to Vayne. They made nice use of that mispositioning.
Yep, and with that kill, she definitely recovered from the loss of the CS, that 15 difference. So if she can continue to CS now and maybe pick up one more kill, it will be worth it. And she will be a very happy AD carry.
Yep, definitely. AD carries are always happy when they get kills on farm. And this Vayne now has the potential to get both. And now us, again going for the Dark Binding, not quite landing it onto Ahri in the middle lane. But she is aware of her advantage in lane, and she is making the most out of it.
Really good timing for that Black Shield to protect herself from that charm, which will allow her to poke Ahri a bit more and miss that Dark Bind due to Ahri moving up and down.
Ahri's doing a quite nice job as well at keeping Ast away, but he is now very, very deep inside. The charm does come out, not quite landing though. Advise waiting in the wings.
Waiting for an opening or waiting for Morgana to commit fully and use that Soul Shackles on Ahri yet again. Ahri might die, but it will give Vi the chance to jump on a Morgana with abilities on
Here
cooldown.
we do see another Dark Binding miss. Charm immediately comes out. They're looking for an opening for Vi to jump straight in there, but as of now, there is no opening, so Vi just moves back to her Wraith, starts farming those.
We have Vayne that recalled and picked up Bladgewater Cutlass and Dagger, so she's rushing Blade of the Ruined King, which is no surprise, and after that she will probably go get... she has already the upgraded boots, so she got that as well, and so probably...
Oh, there the charm
heal
lands onto
or-
Austin. There's Ted Magnum immediately to help out. But the damage is just not high enough. It's a level 7 Vi versus a level 10 Morgana. Oh, the Dark Binding lands onto Pirate Fighter. EOW Flame Chompers come out, not quite landing. The Dazzle does land, though, out of Magnum. That's the Assault and Battery of Vi. They are probably gonna take down the Morgana. Super Mega Death Rocket will be enough to pick her up. That's gonna be the first kill over 420 Ham Squad in this game. 30 minutes and 30 seconds in. Gold lead is does not exist. It's even.
100!
Yeah.
It's 100 gold difference. It will slightly now go in the advantage of the 420 HS because of that first turret that they will drop in that middle, and they'll probably rotate either into the inner turret or Dragon. As Sunfire Capes have been picked up by Shyvana and Malphite, and Rod of Ages by Morgana, which will give her that sustain as Mod is in trouble.
Yep. Being a little bit caught out there in the middle lane. Dazzle does land. He's taken quite low, but he is pretty tanky already. Will not be able to pick him up just yet.
No, he picked up that Spirit of the Ancient Golem, so he is working on his tankiness.
Now, looked like 420 Ham Squad was going to go for the Dragon, but instead they're just going to walk around the area and go back and recall. They're sitting on a nice chunk of gold, especially that Jinx. 2.8 thousand. What do you think that'll turn into? Bloodthirster, of course.
Well, it turned into a Bloodthirster.
Yeah.
Off the bat, Bloodthirster. That's a good item for her. She doesn't need everything that the
Oz
Blade
coming
of
in for a gank on the top lane onto Sneaky. The Unstoppable Force with Zeus and the Soul Shackles will be enough to take her down. Abe picks up the kill with an auto attack.
Really, really nicely done. Tariq picked up changed his trinket into the Sweeping Lens, as Ahri gets stunned yet again with that Dark Bind.
Does miss the Orb of Deception. They are going to still pursue her. Nicely dodges the Dark Binding. Throws out a Charm just to see if it would land. It did not, so they both disengage.
Sync picked up their first turret on that bottom lane, getting 1,000 gold lead because of the turret and because of the 3 kills that they have.
Yep. So right now, even after 15 minutes into the game, this game has been certainly one of the quieter ones that we saw today.
It is intense, but not in a way that we're used to seeing. There are slight skirmishes happening here and there, but it's more of a dance. Who will land a skill shot? Who will dodge a skill shot? Will the ganks work? They did pick up 2 very early turrets, but still, no dragon was done. And we're about to hit those early game team fights or 3-on-3s, 4-on-4s. As Vi is coming again to the middle.
Yep. Right now, laning phase is still underway. Both teams have picked up a turret apiece, but nothing more has happened so far on the Rift. No team has really grouped up yet and trying to make some moves. Dragon basically untouched.
They're just dancing around it. We have 3 people
Oh,
on
look at that. Jinx
bottom.
actually gets condemned against the wall. Has to flash away from Mod. There's no turret there anymore, so Vagnaguno maybe in a major trouble right here. There's Vintek activating the final hour. Gonna pick up the kill here. Nicely played 2-0-0 on that Vayne so far. Is still going aggressive, though, onto Pirate Fighter. And, getting some good damage.
Ari dodging Darkbind yet again, but did pick up some damage from the Tormented Soul and dealing tons of damage to OST. Here comes
There's
Ted.
the Vault Breaker. They do decide to go in, but they did not accept Abe to use his unstoppable force. Worst Ari does go down to the Morgana. They're now onto Tad Magnum. Won't be able to pick him up as well. He has to flash over the wall. Nice juke right there. Did use the flash, of course. Tormented Soil getting thrown out along with the Darkbinder just to see if it would land. But we do see Tad Magnum able to get away from this one. Still, Worst Ari gets picked up, and maybe he shouldn't have picked Ari.
They are going for nice Darkbind landing on the thing.
Pirate Fighter UW has to sit out the Tormented Soil damage, and now Sneaky coming in from the side, but immediately getting aggressed upon. Nice spell shield as the Dazzle comes out, blocks that away. And Team Synchronized are going to back away and recall to base and buy. They are sitting on nice gold values at the moment.
Yep. Vayne is on 2,100 gold, which will be turned immediately into Blade of the Ruined King when she decides to go back. She's 200, 123 CS, and Jinx is still 141 CS, 100, and a full, almost full Bloodthirster. She's just filling it up with those minion waves on bottom. Blade of the Ruined King picked up by Vayne. And another dagger and Brawler's glove. So Azil coming up after that, and probably Static Shiv. As we see, Morgana will be probably in trouble again as Vi comes from behind.
Yeah, but Ari is nowhere near her. Will she burn that Spirit Rush? No, she will not. She will indeed throw out a charm and not quite land it.
Red team has slain the dragon.
But in the
Dragon
meanwhile,
picked up by
420 Ham Squad, as you say, picks up the dragon. Be the first dragon of the game, bringing the gold a little bit back. Now at approximately a deficit of 1,000 at 20 minutes into the game, that is basically nothing. We have only seen 16 go. And then the bottom lane, Fintech going aggressive right there. Panda Ona coming in, using the crescendo to stun Pirate Fighter. Look at that! The damage! He flashes in, trying to take down Pirate Fighter, but Ted Magnum comes in. He still goes down though, but now they're on to Vintech. He's going very low as well. There's Morgana trying to help, but Ted Magnum will pick up the kill. Gets caught in the dark binding now. She is a goner. Os picks up that one. Now Vagnaguno in some trouble, getting followed there by Panda Ona. Some more speed up's gonna come down. Flash dark binding out of Morgana does land. It's gonna be a double kill for her.
She used Soul Shackles on Vi just to secure the kill while still chasing Taric in that fight.
Yeah.
They're picking for Dragon because they do not have vision to see if Dragon is there or not, but I think Morgana told them that it's gone. Actually, Udyr will go in and check and clear the ward.
Yep, they're gonna clear away that pink ward. Dragon is gone. They do pick up a turret in return for it, though. And a couple of nice kills in the bottom lane, so... Still not going all too well, the game here for 420 Ham Squad, but... They're not that far behind, they can still turn it around. We're 20 minutes in, there's a goal lead of 3,000. 4 teams synchronized, 8 kills to 2, 2 turrets to 1. This game is still wide open.
Yeah, it is. I was about to say that it's only 3,000 gold difference, which is really at this point of the game insignificant. You can easily turn that around in one good team fight. I'm looking to try to steal the blue buff, but Udyr did smite it by just putting down a ward that will be cleared immediately as Morgana pushes that middle turret, making it 3-1 in turrets.
Yep, there we go, 3-1 in turrets, indeed. So they do pick up some more gold for themselves, but the laning phase apparently still hasn't ended, as everyone is still in their respective lanes. But here we might see again come down onto AP. Nicely flashes the wall, but the Dragon's Descent out of Shyvana immediately follows. They do decide to go ham on him. He's still running away. There's still some damage coming down, and here's Morgana coming in, landing the Dark Binding onto Sneaky. He's taking a lot of damage, but Worst Ari having the Spirit Rush. Unstoppable Force has to be used to get away from that, and here is Mod as well. Sneaky flashing over the wall, trying to take down Abe. Will he be able to? No, he will not. The Ignite is taking away on himself, though. In the meanwhile, Mod running after Ted Magnum, but the Flame Chompers are there in time to get him away from that. And now they're on to Sneaky. He's getting chased. He's gonna go down. So that's gonna be the kill over to Team Synchronized in a crazy, crazy engagement. Here they go aggressive onto Pirate Fighter. They don't have the damage to fully deal with that. In the meanwhile, Vintech has been hard at work, split pushing the bottom lane, dealing some major damage to that turret. It is gonna go down. Team Synchronized is gonna pick up their first inner turret of the game here. Or will they? Ted Magnum coming in. Having recalled, Vintech will get away, but also will not get the turret.
No, Vi came right on time and stopped Vayne from claiming that turret. We have Atin's Unholy Grail picked up by Malphite, and Morgana picked up Zhonya's Hourglass. And Morgana needed that item. She needs to get in all five, in between all 5 members of 420 HS, use her Dark Binds, Tormented Soils, Soul Shackles, and then Zhonya the damage to keep them all stunned for 2 seconds. So that will be very nice as Ahri picks up her staple item, and that's Deathfire Grasp. So her damage will just now spike up. And Tiamat being picked up by Shyvana. So we are going towards that Ravenous Hydra and more damage from the Evil Dragon Lady.
Yeah. Evil Dragon Lady, and we do see Sneaky getting caught out here as another big fight breaks out. He's gonna go down here. Abe picks up that one. Now they're onto Pirate Fighter. Nice crescendo stunning him. He's going very low as well. Ahri, meanwhile, managed to take down Morgana, but Jinx will go down here. Assault and Battery tried to be used onto Panda Ona, but they're turning aggression around really quickly. Ted Magnum going very low. One more auto attack out of Vintech follows him through. Will the red buff be enough to take him down? No, he survived with 16 HP. There's the unstoppable force off of Malphite, though. They are able to pick up Worst Ari, and Wagnaguno going very low as well. It's gonna be the kill for Vintech, but he goes down to the turret. 2 for 4 in favor of Team Synchronized.
Really well, really good team fight. Shyvana getting caught. They did manage to pick up 2 kills, but they lost 4 players. And they will pick up that first inner turret in that top lane instead of the bottom lane, and 1 minute till Dragon spawns. 13 to 4 kills as Vi jumps on Malphite.
Yes, she does, but he will be able to get away from this one. Real nice and easy.
5,000 gold lead, not bad. This is a significant amount of gold now, and it is starting to be felt in the team fights because of the items. So Vayne has her Phantom Dancer, Warden Mail picked up by Malphite, and only a Ruby Crystal.
Oh, Dark Binding lands onto Pirate Fighter. Look at that damage. He stood in the Tormented Soil, and just the Dark Binding and that are enough to take him down to less than half HP. Morgana coming out big in this game. As the Exhaust is deals onto my Vecnaguna. Worst Ari burning the Spirit Rush, trying to get in onto her. The Dark Binding lands on the Vecnaguna. That's going to keep the Dazzle away out of the equation. But here comes Mod. And Ari is still going aggressive, though. The Charm does not quite land, but the stun out of Mod does. There's Super Mega Death Rocket trying to pick up Oth, but he just uses the Zhonyas to keep himself alive. Worst Ari will eventually pick up the kill, though. But now 420 Ham Squad is in full pursuit. Panda Owner joining his team right now, trying to do his best. And there's the Unstoppable Force, knocking up Ted Magnum. 420 Ham Squad in a little bit of trouble. Here comes Pirate Fighter EOW. Abe will be able to pick up the Tarek here. And Panda Fighter has to flash over the wall. Ted Magnum now going onto Vintech, but quickly realizing that it was not a good idea. He uses the Assault and Battery onto Vintech. Will he go down here? No, he will not. Yes, he will. Shyvana picks up the kill. And now Mod and Abe also going very low. Sneaky still in pursuit. The Zap does not quite land. There's a crescendo. Sona picks up the Jinx with a power cord, a healing power cord of all things. The irony.
See?
Wow, what a fight.
Kill.
3 to 2. And it's in favor of Team Synchronized, but 420 Ham Squad putting up a good fight.
They are turning some fights around. I think it was 2 for 2 in the end of this team fight. Tarek didn't die, and Ari didn't die, or she didn't. Anyways, the dragon is live, and Synchronized will go for it. And that will be 1-1 in Dragons, as the bottom lane is pushing. Here comes Mega Death Rocket.
No, not quite.
Does land, but does not get stealed.
Yep. Nice body block right there. But you also got to keep in mind the first dragon that 420 Ham Squad picked up is not worth as much as this one. And here comes the fight. And Gaguno landing the dazzle, but he is now deep inside. There's the spirit shackle, the soul shackles out of Morgana. Not quite able to pick up the kill. He's showing us again, but will go down here. Worst Ari picks up that one, and now Ava's in a bit of trouble. Oh, uses Unstoppable first to get to try onto Worst Ari. Does actually manage to pick up the kill. And Pirate Fighter now the last surviving target, but they are going for the dive. Vintech has the final hour activated. One more Silver Bolt proc, one more auto attack. Vintech does get the kill. Sneaky diving in. Will he be able to pick him up as well? The turret is going very, very low. It is constantly attacking Mod, though. He survives with a sliver of health, and Vintech doesn't get away too. It's a 3 for 2, again in favor of Team Synchronized. And please turn down your volume because I can hear myself.
Sorry.
You're
just loud.
Yeah, it's a bit... Yeah, I need to get excited. This is League of Legends,
well, you're
man.
doing a good job. Tariq did pick up a talisman of Ascension. Void Staff picked up by Ari, which means she'll be dealing more damage with that Deathfire Grasp and her abilities. And Aegis of Legion by Vi, so she is going for that Locket of Iron Solari, going to be more tankier so she can dive in, survive, and shield herself, because she is only followed by Sneaky when Sneaky is there. Aegis of Legion picked up by Sona, and Random is Omen finished by Malphite, and we will be seeing how much it will impact the next team fight, because it will shut down Jinx as well as Shyvana, because they are attack speed champions, based champions.
Now, speaking of attack speed, Vayne is coming out so big in this game.
She is 8-3-2 in score, 165 CS, and overall gold count is 9,900, so it will be 10,000 as we speak, as I say it.
Yeah, that's true. In the middle lane, a little bit of a meeting between those two teams. Dark Binding is... Oh, look at that! There's the Unstoppable Force coming out of Melba. Gaguno in a lot of trouble. Will go down here, uses the exhaust onto us. Trying to slow him down, has to flash the Dark Binding. Will get away alive. Very close one. Have to burn his flash though. But he got the Unstoppable Force. Now Worst Ari getting caught by the Dark Binding. That is gonna be her death. He has to use the Spirit Rush. Will she be able to get away? The Ignite will tick away. But then Ast coming in from behind. Agnaguno trying his best to keep her away, but he just gets Dark Binded. Get picked up, and she's still going for the kill here. No, there's the Assault and Battery. They're doing lots of damage onto her. No, the Ignite will be enough to pick her up. And now she will use the Dark Binding onto Ted Magnum under his own turret. He has to flash away directly into Panda Owner, though, who will take him down with a power card, Q, and auto attack. What a play.
What a play, what survival from Morgana. She knew exactly when to use that Zonya's Hourglass to survive. Good communication in the team to know. Morgana got... Dear God, it's been a long day, I do apologize. Panda Owner saw that Morgana was in trouble, went there, picked up the kill, saved Morgana, who recalled, went back and picked up a Blasting One and Sorcerer's Shoes. So we will be seeing a spike in damage from Morgana, as well as he'll be going either for Void Staff or Rabadons.
Yep. Both of them. Excuse me. One of them could be very likely as Panda gets hit by a charm. Now there's the Unstoppable Force in onto a Tariq does go down. And now they're onto Ted Magnum dealing a lot of damage. Look at that Vayne already shredding away at the tanks. They are gonna move away. But they trade 1-for-1 at that inhibitor turret.
30 minutes into the game, the middle inner turret will go down. It will be 6-1 in turrets.
Are using the Spirit Rush, landing the charm onto Mod. But now Vintech comes in, and look at that. Sneaky is just melting right there. They're now onto Pirate Fighter. It's a kill for a Vayne. Worst Ari now in a lot of trouble as well. The Assault and Battery is used onto Vintech though by Ted Magnum. He will pick that kill up, but will get picked up himself. No, again he survives with 30 HP. Ted Magnum. He is such a survival master.
He is. He knows when he needs to use that wall breaker to charge out of a fight. This is the second or third time he survived with no HP, with just an inch away from being killed by a Dark Bind or surviving that red buff and Ignite as Stark is in trouble.
might be, but Ted Magnum is back, has just recalled, is back to full health. Abe is in trouble now. Oh no, the Dark Binding lands onto him. Ost is exactly there at the right time. They will be able to pick up the kill here, and now they're going to go onto Vegnaguna, but here comes Sneaky, having recalled as well, has their home guard boots available. Ost taking a lot of damage, but another Dark Binding lands onto Vegnaguna. He will go down to the Tormented Soil. 2 kills picked up so far for Team Synchronized. And they're still going strong. That Morgana, man, MVP.
Indeed. I love how Synchronized
Oh, the
spread
charm
their
lands
kills.
onto Oz, but he will still not go down. Sneaky now using the Dragon's Descent to try to get onto Panda Ona, but Mod will just try to take down Worst Ari. There's the Dark Binding onto him. Oz still going strong, still surviving. The last turret hit will not quite be enough to pick up the Malphite that has just been running away, and Oz going very low as well. Oh, the Zonias used just before the last auto attack would come out, and there they take Pirate Fighter down before he has the opportunity to land the last auto attack onto Oz. Beautiful play out of Team Synchronized.
Really, really beautiful. I want, as I was saying, the Rabadon's death cap picked up by Morgana in that fight, and after that fight, she sold one of her Doran's rings and bought, Sona bought Banshee's Veil, and another blasting one for Morgana as Abe is in slight trouble.
Yeah, he may be. There's the Assault and Battery coming out to hit him back, but he gets condemned away as he is charging. And now he tries to get onto Vintek, but he's doing a good job at jerking. And there's the final hour activating. He just tumbled straight in, but that was a little bit too much, though. Does not go down. Ted Magnan is gonna get ignited right there. The ignite does tick away. Not quite enough to take him down, but Abe now in full retreat is gonna run into Morgana. Watch out, Vecnaguno. The Dark Binding does come out. Look at the damage. They turn it around. He is going down. That Morgana, always there when you need her. And Worst Ari now coming in as well, but she should probably think twice about that. Another Dark Binding lands onto Sneaky, and look at that damage coming out. Meanwhile, Worst Ari landing the charm onto Abe. They are not quite able to take him down. They just get the unstoppable forced out beforehand, and they will still not be able to pick him up. He still survived this one. Sneaky decides to go onto him. There's a Super Mega Death Rocket, but so far, it's a double kill for Morgana. There's the Vault Breaker over the wall from Ted Magnum. Not sure if they'll be able to catch them out, but wow. Abe.
The plays coming from Morgana, that was a sneaky Dark Bind, a shot in the dark Bind that landed on Sneaky in that brush, and they are pinging for Baron. They will probably go and do it as I is going to suicide, and they cannot catch her in time.
Yep, that's gonna be... Oh no, actually, there is Abe. He just has to land... Yeah, there he goes. He picks up the kill.
Morgana picking up her blue buff. Actually, Udyr picked up the blue buff because Morgana has that Rod of Ages, and she is sorted with the mana region.
And now Team Synchronized goes for the Baron. There's no vision for 420 Ham Squad, so they do not know what's going on. In the meanwhile, they themselves are doing the Dragon. And that's going to be a completely free Baron over to Team Synchronized. And I'm very curious to see what they'll make out of it. We do see 420 Ham Squad chunking away at the Dragon. They will be able to pick up that one. Still, Dragon for a Baron? Not sure if that's a good trade.
Well, at least they got some global gold out of it. They did not fully, but halfway nullified Baron. They still have that Baron buff, and they will push as Sneaky is in trouble, as AB is all over him, just slowing him down and chipping off that health.
Yeah, he's going very low. Abe's still going strong. There's Morgana. The Unstoppable Force is used to try and take him down. Dragon's Descent is used, but... Well, Malphite will just throw the earth right after him. There's the Soul Shackles out from Morgana, catching on to 3. Pirate Fighter is snared. There's the Dark Binding. He will go down here. Tarek also in a lot of trouble, will go down as well. Bobo Densei Mod picks up that one, and now Ted Magnum, the next target, as Ost uses the Zonias under 2 turrets to get the aggression away from himself. Team Synchronized will be able to pick up the inhibitor here. And seeing as the respawn timers are pretty high, it might as well also be the game. They're still there in a full force of 5.
Yep, first
there's really
Nexus
nothing.
goes down.
Yeah, there's really nothing that Ted Magnum and Worst Ari can do here to try to prevent this one. The Nexus is now exposed. The damage is going down onto it. Ladies and gentlemen, this is it. Team Synchronized taking down 420 Ham Squad in the EGL Summoner's Shield number 15 semi-final matchup.
35 minutes and 48 seconds into the game ended 9-1 in turrets. About actually 20,000 gold difference in favor of Team Synchronized, and 39-13 in kills. Really well played from Team Synchronize. Good job.
Good job indeed. And ladies and gentlemen, this has not been it yet. We still got the grand finals going on just after this. So stick around. There's more League of Legends to follow.